Okay, moving on to SAM1 sample assessment material 1 paper. This is the scenario that has been given. It's about a hotel, Sharma Rest Easy Hotels owns hotels around the world. Okay, so the contact details are given over here. The house style is given over here. Okay, so moving on to the first question, it says task A1, the spreadsheet hotel contains details of the hotels owned by the company. It has two worksheets called detail and discounts. Inside the hotel worksheet, which you should be having in your folder, you should be having two worksheets, one called detail and one called discount. So it says open the hotel spreadsheet hotel and open the worksheet detail, and then it goes on to say enter task A1, your name, candidate number, and the number in the footer of your spreadsheet. Okay, so come in, make sure you're in the detailed worksheet, then come to insert and come to text header and footer, and directly go to the footer, which is over here, and you can type over there task A1, your name, candidate number, and center number. Task A1, your name, candidate number, center number. Okay, so then once again, once you're done with that, just click on any one of these cells and then you can come back into normal view. Right now you're in page layout view, come back into normal view. Go right to the top, you have your data over there. Then the question paper goes on to tell us Jayesh has bought a new hotel. The details for the hotel are this. Add these details to the worksheet. So what I'm going to do over here right now is I'm going to press Windows right, take that to the right hand side, and press Windows left and bring this onto the left hand side. So just going to enter these details. It is 544 SP, goes as Malaga Rest Easy, country is Spain, 575 66.45. Okay, those details have also been entered into the spreadsheet, and then it goes on to say task A1B, format the detail worksheet so that currency symbol shows the currency symbol and two decimal places. So the values which are currency values should be showing the which symbol? It should be showing either the pound, dollar, or the euro. We'll just go with the dollar itself. So these are currency values. Daily room rate is the currency values. I'm going to select all these values, come to home, and say I want it to become dollars. So you can see all of them are already at two decimal places. After the decimal point, there are two digits only. If it is more for you or less for you, you can always increase it from over here. Then the question paper goes on to say all of the data is visible. So just go to the top and see is all data visible. This particular column is having a problem. So just double click on this column. Just double click, data becomes visible. Double click over here, it becomes visible. Then the question paper goes on to say sort the detailed worksheet into alphabetical order by hotel name within alphabetical order of location. So as I've always been telling you, always do the within part first, within alphabetical order of location. So we do that first and then we sort it by hotel name. So since there are multiple sorts, what we will be doing is we will be selecting our data, entire data like this from here to here. And then we come to sort and filter and come into custom sort. And always make sure this has been ticked. My data has headers so that the first row will not be considered for sorting. And then you go to say sort by. So they said within what? Within alphabetical order of location. So take location first and then add a level and say hotel name. Okay, so we need hotel name next. Both alphabetical order, A to Z, A to Z, and you can go on to click OK. So now your data has been sorted. Then it goes on to say save the spreadsheet as task A1. So we can do that over here. File, save as. Always make sure it is in the same folder. This time it should be in the SAM1 folder. Task A1. That's done. Once you're done with that, it says you to print your document. Then it goes on to say task A2. Josh wants to use a spreadsheet to analyze the data. Open the worksheet detail. So we are already on that. And it goes on to say enter task A2, your name, candidate number, and number in the footer of the document. So we come to insert text footer, go into the footer, go to footer, and we change this from A1, we make this A2, and then we just come and click on a blank cell. We come to view and we go into normal view. Scroll up to see our data. Enter a formula in cell F32 to calculate the average daily room rate. So in F32, he wants us to enter a formula that will calculate the average daily room rate. So very simple, equal average. Okay, that's the name of the function. Open brackets, select your range. This is my range. Okay, from here up to here, and then you can close from F4 to F30. Enter. So this is the average daily room rate. Then it goes on to say Jayesh estimates that 80% of the rooms in the hotels are occupied each day. Okay, so he's making an assumption that 80% of the rooms in the hotels are occupied each day. Enter formula in suitable cells to calculate the daily income for each hotel if 80% of the rooms are occupied. So we're supposed to be assuming that only 80% of the rooms are going to be occupied, and according to that, we're supposed to find his income. So let's put a heading, income. We can say daily income if 80% of rooms occupied. Okay. And wrap text this. Let's make it slightly bigger. So it's always better to put headings even though they haven't said. Better we put headings now itself so that later on we will know what each column is. So very simply what we do is equal. We need only 80% of the rooms. So 80%. Don't forget to put the percentage symbol. Multiplied by the number of rooms. We need only 80% of the rooms. Multiplied by the daily room rate. Okay, so this is going to give us the daily room rate. If 80% of the rooms are, and it's going to give us, so we're trying to calculate the income if only 80% of the rooms are occupied. So we press enter, so they're going to be earning 3,551. So we simply replicate this formula to all the other cells. Okay, so let me just explain again what happened over here. They want us to know if 80% of the rooms are occupied, how much is the person going to the person is going to earn at the end of the day. Okay, so what we did is we took 80% of the total number of rooms multiplied by the charge for each room. Okay, so this gives us the daily income. Then the question paper goes on to say the total daily income. So we have found the daily income for each hotel. They want us to find the total daily income. So very simple, equal. We use the function called sum. Sum means add all of them. And we simply select our range from all the way from here to here. Do not forget to close your brackets. Okay, G4 to G30, enter. So this is the total daily income if 80% of the rooms are occupied. Then it goes on to say save the spreadsheet as task A2. So we just come here to file, save as, browse, and we change this to task A2. So they have said us not to print at this stage. Next one. Task A2B, Jayesh wants to calculate the impact of giving a discount that depends on the grade of the hotel. He has stored discount percentage rates in the discount worksheet. Use a spreadsheet function and information in the discount worksheet to display the percentage discount rate for each hotel. Okay. So depending on the grade, he wants to give a discount. Okay. So over in the discount worksheet, they have said if the grade is 3, 5% discount. If it is 4, it's a 7.5% discount. If it is 5, it's a 10% discount. So depending on the value that is appearing over here, the discount amount should be appearing over here. So since we're taking information from another worksheet, isn't it? We'll be taking information from this worksheet depending on the grade. We will be using a formula called, or we'll be using a function called VLOOKUP. Okay. So I come to insert function. Okay. And we'll be using something called VLOOKUP. You can either type it over here, or else if it is visible over here, you can just double click over here. It asks you a question, what is your lookup value? So you can say, I'm looking up the grade. I'm looking up at this value. I'm checking at this value. It asks, okay, where are your answers kept? Table area means where are your answers kept? So you simply click on the discount worksheet and say my answers are inside this area. Okay, so do not forget now when you replicate the formula to the other cells, this address is going to change. Okay, we know when you replicate the formula, automatically the addresses start to change. So we do not want this address changing. We want this address to be locked, which we call absolute cell referencing. So what I do is you can either press the function key 4, which is F4, or you can simply put the dollar symbol before the letter and the dollar symbol before the number. The same with the other one, dollar symbol before the letter, dollar symbol before the number. Then it goes on to say column index number, which means in which of these two columns are your answers in. It's in column number 2. Okay, so you put column number 2 and then just keep this blank for the moment and click on OK. So it says 7.5. Let's replicate it for all the others. Okay, so it says the values. Let's do just random check, is 3 5? Yes, 3 is 5, is 5 10? Let's check and see. Yes, 5 is 10. Okay, but do keep in mind, even though it is supposed to be a percentage value, over here we have not displayed it as a percentage value. Over here it's just an ordinary number. Do keep that in mind, because when we go to do calculations, we have to tell the computer that this is a percentage value. Okay, just to keep that in mind. For the moment, we'll just simply say percentage. Okay, we can just say discount percentage. Okay, let's wrap text this as well. Okay, this is the discount percentage that they will be receiving. Okay, then the question goes on to say discount rate for each hotel. He estimates that 85% of rooms will be occupied each day as a result of giving a discount. So now he's assuming that 85% of his rooms are going to be occupied. Enter formula in suitable cells to calculate the revised daily room rate for each hotel. So now we are supposed to be calculating the revised daily room rate. So let me just put here revised daily room rate. And let me wrap text this as well. So what we mean by revised daily room rate means, after giving this discount, how much is the room rate going to become? So what we simply do is equal 7.5 multiplied by, sorry, we're going to be reducing the price, right? So we first take the daily room rate minus, and we open, will be minus, it will be this value, which is this value, times 7.5. Okay, so I hope you do understand how we did this calculation. Basically what you're doing is you're taking the daily room rate and minusing it by 7.5 of the normal price. Okay, we'll be pressing enter. Okay, so it says the answer is coming to $143.53. The brackets is a problem. There seems to be a small mistake. Let's do it again. The revised daily room rate is going to be equal to the daily room rate minus the daily room rate multiplied by 7.5. Okay, so we're going to press enter right now. It's appearing in brackets, which is strange. Why is it appearing in brackets?